Hey everybody, and hey Niels,
Hey
how are you
guys,
doing
how's it going?
today? Brian is off this week, so I will be taking over. We're gonna do a giveaway today as well. Looks like once we hit 50 likes, we will uh, open that up for a raffle. No purchase necessary. So Niels here is from DeltaTrader. He might look familiar because it was recently called Trader, and they just rebranded, and I think that was I like the new name. I know
We think so
you
too.
went back and forth a little bit with me about it. Like, what do you think about this? And I think you guys landed on a
Yeah, I
really good
did. I
one.
did. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I value your opinion. So yeah, I just
I
was
appreciate
curious.
that.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. I mean, a little bit about that. I mean, now I think about it, it's much more fitting for our company right now. So it used to be trader with TRADRR, which is always something that we needed to explain, right? No one
Hmm.
was able to really find it. So the short name is nice, but like, yeah, it was like impossible to look up. And they're talking about some history. So I started making software for trading, like, I mean, time flies. I think it's like 8 years ago, and it was a plugin. So I started with a plugin for Investor RT, which was called Delta Print.
Oh, there
So
you go.
you know,
Getting back to your
and
roots.
and it was made because of a sudden move from Market Delta to switch to the CQG platform, and a lot of people were not able to use anything they made like custom for that platform. So yeah, and well, I can still we have time, right? I can tell the whole
Yeah, go
story, I
ahead.
guess. So I was building an algorithm for Market Delta, and I was like halfway there and spent a lot of money. And then out of the blue, they decided to switch. I'm like, oh no, like it was the most terrible day of my life almost. Well, not, but
Hmm.
I spent so much money on that algorithm, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you guys switching without any notice? It was like very sudden. It was like a couple of days notice, I guess. It didn't make sense, and I was like, no, panicking, and I'm like, oh, what should I do now? But then came the solution with like, hey, like Investor T, that's like the white label of Market Delta, and yeah, I didn't know that for a long time, and I found that out. So I started to make the footprint indicator for Investor RT, because they couldn't do it because they were still like had a legal agreement, right, with Market Delta, because like that was the differentiator. So I built the footprint indicator for Investor RT, and that's how I started making software for trading, because I needed it and I
Interesting.
needed to finish my algorithm. So, and that's kind of how I got into it. It was never really a set plan or something, and that's how I got into it. And I call it Delta Print. So I think it's only fitting now that it's now being called DeltaTrader, and
Hmm.
yeah, super happy with that, and yeah, now we're ready to go.
Yeah, that's awesome. You can tell it's someone that didn't, that was very hands-on when they developed it because it's got an amazing footprint, amazing DOM, all those features. It's not like you just did it to check it off a box. You're like, no, no, I'm going to use this, so it better be good, and I better be able to replace my other platforms. That's what got us
Exactly,
interested in it.
exactly. So my idea was initially to take the best of both worlds, a lot of worlds, so a lot of platforms that I used over the years, and I kind of wanted that, throw that together in like one new platform, and and even better. So and I think we're pretty close to that right now, and yeah, and we're still building a lot of things right now. So we're gonna get copy trading built in very soon.
Oh, cool.
Exploring other things, even Project X, and a lot of things are still coming and will come. So yeah, very very excited about that. Yeah.
Nice. Um, you know what? I bet a lot of the people on the stream they might have heard of DeltaTrader, but maybe you could give them a little bit of a walkthrough, of maybe how you use it would be sort of a
Yeah.
cool little
Yeah.
demo.
Sure. Yeah. Sounds good. So yeah, basically my main training style is based off the footprint and volume profiles. and partly also the dome. So especially in the overnight, because in the overnight I think you can see the bigger orders. You can see a little bit better. Like during the RTAs, they are much better in hiding it. Although lately the books are still empty, so you can still see them very good. Like like here 15s, 19s, so the little bit bigger orders. So I go off that too, and I kind of want to see how they react if they actually fill. So I try with the dome, looking if a order is canceling, if it's like a fake bid, which is not allowed, but they will still do. But so you can see if it's trading or not, and if it's trading or not, you can see in the middle this like execute volume, but you can also very clearly see it on the footprint. And yeah, since I've been using footprint for actually next month, it's my 16th year as a full-time day trader, but that's crazy, time flies. But and it's I started using footprint like pretty quick in, I think after a year or two, I think. So almost 14 years I've been using the footprint volume profile. So I know a thing or two about it, luckily.
Yeah, so what's interesting to me is sort of footprint always felt like the evolution of the DOM in a way, and I know a lot of DOM traders would kill me for saying that. But the footprint's giving you that, just like it sounds, a print of the DOM in a way at some measurable amount of time or volume, and then showing you a history of it. So where do you lean on the footprint where you wouldn't lean on the DOM, and vice versa?
Yeah, so with the dome, it's like, for me, it's like an entry. It could be an entry trigger, right? So if I see supported bids, or I see someone offering and it's becoming an iceberg, so I might say like, okay, this is going to be very short-term resistance. But with the footprint, as you can see the volumes building up very clearly. And they're going to do an algo like up 3, down 3, or what is it, like 09s to like up 4, down 4. It's higher volatility now. It used to be up 2, down 2. Now it's up 4, down 4. But
Interesting.
You can clearly see a nice buildup of volume that they then try to balance out before going even lower. And those are structures that I look for, right? So I want to ideally short the higher end of that cluster. And then try to take a stab at it, and then expecting it to break lower or whatever. Like, this wouldn't be per se a setup, but like this structure would be helping me in that, right? So, but I can go back a little bit more, I guess. Maybe
do you tend to look left very far, or are you just using a lot of very recent?
No, it's very much what I can see in the chart. It depends on the volatility, but usually not that far. No. Yeah, this one is very clear, I think. You're at the bottom, a lot of absorption of volume, a lot of trading, and then it's off, and then on that lower, the test here, it kind of traded like, well, not close to that. I call it like an LVN area, but close to retesting that volume, and I tried to play off that. And actually, I took some trades, but
So you're looking for trap traders, and then if it's a range.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. And I think it's very, very well, I wouldn't say easy, because I think nothing in trading is easy, but it makes it easier. Let's put it like that.
I bet a big part of that is just knowing what your strategy is and sticking to it and just waiting for it to show up. That makes anything easier.
Yeah. So yeah, and based off that, and this, I'm using a test account, I think. So
you used to do some institutional trading, right? Or
I used to trade for a prop firm, like a physical prop firm, in Amsterdam. Yeah.
In Amsterdam, yeah, that's great. Is that where you kind of picked up this style and you stuck with it ever since?
No,
did they teach you something else?
I started from home, and I had a friend in university, and he was doing it, and he just rarely showed up in college, and I was like, what's going on? So he was trading, and he was in the Netherlands. I'm from the Netherlands, so in the Netherlands you can get like a student loan, and he was using all of his loans to invest and to trade, to day trade. but he did very well and still does very well.
Oh wow, that's a risk. I almost don't like telling that story, where they took all
Yeah,
their
no,
lines out to
it's super
trade.
risky. Like I would definitely not recommend, but it's what he did, and it paid off in the end. But no, obviously it's a super bad idea. But yeah, for him it worked out, but it was a different time then, right? It's like that's like when he started. I think that's like 20 years ago, something like that. You know, almost 20 years. So it was a different time.
Sure.
And yeah, but anyway, so I talked to him and I said, like, look, I want to do this too. So I sat next to him for a week, side by side, at this place, and got those big screens set up and things like that. I'm like, okay, this is cool. I like numbers and things like that. I'm good at math, and let's
easy,
do
right?
it. So I started still doing studying mathematics in Amsterdam, but I was like, nah, I need to do something practical. So I stopped, and at first I got a job actually also in Amsterdam, but in IT without any degree. But it was funny because I was just working there as a student job in the like order picking in the weekends probably, I guess. And I told them, like, look, I'm gonna drop out. It's not for me. Like, I want to do something practical. And so they offered me a job in automation and at the office there. I'm like, okay, random but cool. So I did that, but I was like, no, I want to trade. So I quit that job. And started trading full time, pretty much on the spot, like that. And but it was a cool group. Like we had a group, and we also would meet up every now and then, and with some guys that were trading too in the Netherlands and in Belgium. And it was very cool. But so in the beginning, I was just trading like French stocks mainly because I moved a lot.
Okay.
And penny stocks. And quickly I noticed it's not for me. It's like I don't like how this is going. And it's crazy. Like I like the more calm. Well, no, it's not super calm, but like the indices, like the more technical futures. So I moved to futures and stuck with it ever since. So it's last 14 years I've been just trading futures. So
yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, it's futures was always this hidden gem, and now it's blowing up for sure, especially with everyone realize how much of a scam a lot of those forex companies are. A lot of even the brokerages themselves. They you think the prop industry's messed up over there? The brokerages themselves are predatory.
Yeah.
The CFD world.
Yeah, for sure.
Hard to believe that, but
yeah. I'm on my Wi-Fi right now because I had to free up port for the mic, and I dropped my cable internet.
Oh, you're good.
So I think I broke off for a second, but I'm back now. But I think cool. At least, yeah.
And so everyone knows, if they weren't aware already, that's on the stream. We've partnered with DeltaTrader. We both appreciate the tech that we both are building, and we saw it pretty early on that we'd have some pretty good energy together. So we will provide a license to anybody with a Rhythmic connection with us to Trader, and it's super easy. You just go right into our dashboard and just follow the signs for DeltaTrader, and you'll get it. And Niels and his team are great. They're very responsive. They have their own Discord. You can go on there if you have any specific questions. He also hangs out in our Discord as well. So for sure, check out DeltaTrader.
Yeah, but please tag me. I don't want to keep reading all the time. But
yeah. Don't just say his name. Tag him so he gets the notification.
Then I'll take a look.
And what's cool about it is it's web-based, which makes it naturally work cross-platform, cross operating system rather. So you can use it on your Mac. I think someone asked earlier if you have mobile support.
Mobile, no, not yet. It's maybe something we would explore in the future, but as my personal opinion, like I don't think you should trade on mobile.
Yeah, no,
I don't think that's the way to go. And with Rhythmic, you can manage your trades with their Rhythmic app, just to close it in some kinds of emergency. But in my experience, it's something you shouldn't pursue to do from your mobile, at all.
especially if you're dom trading.
If everyone will ask for it, we'll build it. But yeah, as a personal advice, I wouldn't do it. No.
Yeah, it's hard because
funny story. So, I used to do that sometimes too. Trade from my mobile, and especially then on Friday night, because in the Netherlands, it's Friday night earlier than in the US. So I was with my friends trading some futures from my mobile. Like, hey guys, I'm up 1K or something. The next 5 minutes, fuck, I'm done. It just didn't make sense. It was just like ridiculous. So I said at some point, yeah, I'm not gonna do it anymore. That's a bad idea.
Yeah.
Same with, like, I used to trade some oil futures like a long time ago on the beach in Thailand. I was like, oh, this is cool. I had way too many options, by the way. Like, this is really not recommended at all. But a few minutes came by, I was up like 3K or something. Like, okay, cool, yeah, let's close it. By the time I was able to close it on the mobile, I was already 2K or 1K or whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. But yeah, definitely not recommended, guys. Like, definitely not. Like, I wouldn't even start doing it, to be honest.
Stable internet connection. Make sure you have stops on.
Yeah, because right now my internet dropped because I'm on Wi-Fi here in my. I'm upstairs and I normally plug in my cable, but I had to set up like all the streaming stuff there now, so I cannot like have my cable in there. And it dropped for a few seconds. And for me, a few seconds when I'm in a trade, like it's a lot. So
sure is.
I would always recommend not to be on Wi-Fi. I went that far that I had two service providers for my internet, but that may be a little bit too much. But so I had.
No,
I think
it's not.
Sorry.
It's not. That's a rounding error in trading.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, the insurance from that is worth
it. Yeah, exactly. So I had two. I had one on cable and one on the phone line, and yeah, that's pretty much how I did it.
That's good. Yeah. Do you have any updates lately on Trader, or some cool features you want to show that are more specific that maybe you guys do that most other platforms don't? Traders tend to be a technical bunch, so you could probably nerd out a little bit maybe on watch how this works.
Well, let me see we worked a lot on performance the last 2 weeks.
Okay, no one complains.
We were working on the copy trader, which is still almost done. So you will be able to copy trade just from the web, even from the web app, and and of course the desktop apps. So I think that's pretty cool. What else? Yeah, we have so many things. Like, let me think. No, just a lot of the feedback that we got from you guys that we have implemented already, and we have a long list. Also, actually, we have a link. It's like DeltaTrader.com/roadmap, so that you can see the things that we are working on and are coming, and things like that as well.
Cool.
So the first thing, copy trading. We're exploring the Project X integration. What else?
Well, I think everyone's going to appreciate the stability that you put into the platform, and I know that's a core focus for you too.
And
it's super impressive. We never even get any reports of crashing.
No.
Every occasionally you have a rhythmic issue, but that's
right. And then they always come to us first, like, hey, what's happening with the platform? Right. Like, we will check, but it's like small chances from us. However, we did have an issue with one indicator, I noticed, so we're having that fixed already. But it's good. Nothing is perfect. Like, we will have bugs and we will have issues happening the more people are using it, because there might be things that we never see, right? So it's part of it. But we're always very quick with fixing those things, and because I feel bad about it, right? I don't want people like having any trouble with it. So
Yeah.
yeah, we'll get right onto it, and yeah, we have a really good team behind us, and we can update pretty quick. So I'm super proud of them, and yeah, I think our whole development process is pretty good at the moment, and yeah, like I said, a lot more to come. But yeah, specific features, I don't know, like yeah, the footprint is the main thing for us. The dome, which is super fast, updates super fast, even in the, like, you can say I'm using a browser right now, and I did it on purpose because I want to show you guys that it's super fast even on the browser. On
Yeah, love
Wi-Fi
that.
now, I'm even on a crappy Wi-Fi upstairs because my router is downstairs. But yeah, it's
Yeah, I
fast.
think it's. I mean, again, getting back to your roots, like footprint DOM, like seeing individual orders taking place. That's what that comes down to on the
Yeah,
screen. You guys really focused on like, okay, let's build the best, fastest DOM,
yeah,
and for the most part, things like charts that may be updating on intervals, time intervals. A lot of companies I know you focus on that first, and then go back to the DOM and be like, okay, we can add that, and it's fast enough. It doesn't need to be that great. But with you guys, you really worked on sort of the hardest thing to build, add one of these platforms and
yeah,
make it as fast as humanly possible, and that really comes through.
yeah,
That it's really lightweight, and the
yeah.
update speed is pretty incredible.
No, it's really fast, and it sure was our main focus in the beginning, for sure. And yeah, so that was one of the first things that we built that we were like very happy with, and then the charts came indeed. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's very fast. Like even in the browser, and I don't think there in the browser. I don't think is anyone that's faster than us right now. Pretty sure actually.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
yeah. Yeah. So people trading from your job, you don't need to install anything.
Yeah, what's really cool is maybe you could pull that up. I see you got the features desk open, the page.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah.
So if you do have a features desk account that's Rhythmic, you can just open up the Rhythmic panel here,
Yeah.
and you see DeltaTraders right there, right up front, and you can just load the platform.
Yeah. So you can, I can do it. I have to reload everything then, but I can do it. Load platform. So it will load well, the same thing we're just showing. And
Real quick, there was a question here.
yep.
Does DeltaTrader have OCO where you can have one stop loss and multiple profit targets?
Multiple profit targets, not yet. So it's like an actual bracket right now. So the strategies we're gonna build in the near future. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. But as you can see here, there's OCO. Here you have OCO, top, obviously limit, OCO, yeah, all those things. Yeah. Yeah. But I'm missing the strategies too, so we'll get that sometime soon. Yeah. We have the designs ready. We just have to implement it. So yeah. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can see it's integrated right here, and free. We're covering the cost on that, so just go ahead and try it out. We want people to see it, so you can do that. You can take trades in there. You'll see it come into the journal automatically in real time, just
Yeah.
like if you had TFDX. So
Yeah.
if you're someone looking for the features, the more advanced features that they've got here, definitely choose this path. It'll work. Just any browser you got, just you can pop it open, maximize it there, or you can go directly to the site to use it if you'd
Yeah,
rather.
you can do both. There's no performance difference. So if you use it inside the feature sets, like here, you can also just like minimize the stats that you have, and it will still work inside of the.
Is that because you're sharing the connection? It's not loading right now.
No, I didn't start it. I can do that. I can close this one, and then I can start it up. Although it normally doesn't like it when I cut it like that, but I think it's fine. Yeah. Yeah, these things here, the performance tools, those are just for me, for us at the moment.
Right.
But yeah, oh, they're already
Cool.
loaded. So yeah.
So how's your
Yeah,
trading
so
been lately?
sorry.
How's your trading been lately?
Oh man, I'm so busy with this. Like
Sure.
it's
I get it. It's hard to find time.
yeah, I'm really trying to find time. Yeah, I really am. And I did some trades, like 2 trades today, but like really like yeah. And then well, I can show you, right? Because actually I can do it in the same thing. But the monthly, I have been using it a little bit.
Cool.
But here did one bad day that I was just not paying attention, and I stopped out with super high slippage, minus 1.7. I'm like, why? I was just because like, look, I'm just testing the platform a lot, right? And sometimes I'm just randomly clicking, like, okay, cool, I'll get out ASAP, and it moved instantly against me so much. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So and then I realized it was on my actual eval. I'm like, oh, no, it's not my paper account.
Right.
Happens. It's fine. But the rest were all, it was pretty much flat, and the rest was like it's all up. But yeah, I don't have time for it every day right now, which is interesting because man, when I started trading, I was trading 24/7. I was doing US, I was doing Europe, I was doing well, not Asia that much, but I was like trading so much, like yeah. But the
Yeah,
last
that's
years,
hard.
I've been focusing more on just the US Open or an hour before the US Open if there's news, and then until like the European close. Those are usually my limits when I want to trade. Or well, actually, last night I took a trade like because it was opening with such a big gap up. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I'll take a look. That's interesting. But for the rest, I just try to keep it minimum. I'm so busy now with improving the platform and testing and things like that, keeping my developers busy. That oh man, yeah. I'm sure soon I'll have more time to trade, but like it's it's an interesting development for me for sure.
Yeah, our brains can only handle so much.
Yeah,
Trading takes a lot.
it does. Yeah.
It sure does. Someone was asking if the Rhythmic clients, any Rhythmic client. So we do it on the back end. We're not doing it directly from the trading platform. So any Rhythmic platform you execute on will sync to our journal in real time, including DeltaTrader, of course. How many likes do we got here? I do not have that open. They're working on Project X integration right now. It's not available yet.
Yeah, no. It's like early days, but yeah, we have been in contact with them, and yeah, we're exploring that right now. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, let me check with Raj. Raj, if we got 50 likes, go ahead and hop in. If you want to do a little countdown until the spin.
Yeah, the giveaway is live in the pinned comment, guys.
All right. So do we have more questions? We can talk about DeltaTrader, anything to do with, of course, the futures desk. But we're just going to give it a few more minutes to the giveaway, then we'll spin. So you can set up a DeltaTrader. If you have a futures desk account, that's Rhythmic, an assessment, you can just open up that Rhythmic panel inside our dashboard, and you'll see a button that just allows you to sign up for free. If you don't have a futures desk account, you can go straight to the DeltaTrader website, which is, what is that? DeltaTrader.com. Oh, you got it. Okay.
Yes, I got it.
DeltaTrader.com. Just head there and you can purchase a subscription directly from them on your own.
Yeah. Let's do a discount then for them too with the code TFD if they do directly. I'll create one. Yeah, it's
okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you hear that? They'll give you a discount if you go directly with code TFD as an alternative futures desk account. Either way is going to get you a pretty low barrier to entry on trying this thing out.
Yeah.
Cool. Raj, I guess let's go ahead and call it.
Let's give people a few minutes to enter the giveaway, and then we can do the spin. So maybe you can show us your trades, Niels.
Ooh, not sure if that's a good idea.
It's okay.
I mean,
You're taking test trades, so just everyone understands that.
no, actually, the ones today were actual trades that I was trying. Yeah. I mean, he tagged a few, I guess. Like,
So you have I'm just reading your strategy there. It's called the setup's called VPOC test.
Yeah, exactly. So that's one of my strategies. So if it comes, so I on the footprint strategy, right? So once there's a decent volume build up on the day, and it comes back with some structure also in the footprint, I tend to buy the first test to the VPOC.
Can you show us an example, Niels?
Yeah, so it didn't happen today. Let me see where. But what let me see. Yeah, well, this is actually a good example that I used like as a, but it's not a VPOC, but it's like a high volume. Let me
VPOC for anyone that doesn't understand.
Oh, volume point of control. Yeah. Let me get my highlighter. It's easier to annotate. Yeah, like this structure here of this whole breakdown, you can see clearly like the volume was building up here, right? You can see that very clearly. Actually, the highest volume of the whole chart is I make it orange. You can set it to any color you want. But I make it orange. I don't know, sort of like a homage to the Netherlands because orange is our color. Anyway, but so I tend to fade that first test to that volume point. Thinking it should at least test the low or a little bit lower, but that will be a setup that I take.
And that would be you're saying you're fading it towards the VPOC.
Yeah. So, but that's like more like a microstructure. It's like I usually do it on the VPOC of the RTA session. I mean, but yeah, this day has been weird. I'm not sure if I'm just gonna do.
Are you sort of a one and hold? Do you all in, all
no,
out?
I'm very quick.
All over the place. Yeah.
Yeah, like 4 points, I'm out. Yeah.
Okay. So you look for it sort of heading in that direction, getting closer to it, and then you just take that scalp as it approaches it.
Yeah. I already would be offering here on that VPOC level. I will be just offering it before it got there. And then just my bracket hits. Initially, I have it on 24 ticks, 6 points, but I just want to have something in, and I'll move it quickly to either here. I would move it quickly to the low, and then hoping for a fill, or at least one contract. And then I'll try to play out the other one too. But like usually, I'm out pretty quickly in total. Very quick trades.
How have you had to adjust for all the volatility lately?
Oh man, like it's hard. It's hard. Like even in 16 years, I have not seen it very often so crazy as this. So wait, let me if you can see here on my YouTube, here's is a video from the footprint also. It's 12 years ago. Look how thick the orders are. Every price is 1K traded or more. Every price. And this was even what is this? 8 tick reversal bar.
Wow.
Imagine that 8 tick reversal bar. Almost every price has, well, at least here with the I'll go up to down to what I was talking about. 600, 700, 800, 800 at the top. Like you have 5K, 7K, 4K, 4K. It was so much different then. It's like, wow, like
it's wild.
so
And
different.
what I try to keep reminding people is go pull up a daily ATR chart over time, over the last several years, and don't assume that this is temporary. Just keep assuming more of the same, because things become the new normal, and then in a year from now you're gonna be like, remember when today in 2025, when all that Trump stuff hitting, we thought that was volatile. So you do anything with ATR or anything to determine volatility, to adjust your stops and targets?
Crazy. Look here, like 8K on one side, right? This is bid times ask. So 8K only on the ask, 6K on the bid. Like the numbers were huge. Like, it's 12 years ago, but it's so different. On an 8-tick reversal, imagine that, like 8-tick reversal. This is like a 16-tick reversal right now that I'm using. 16 ticks is twice as much. And look how much is going here. 12, 14, 35, 40, 75, 80. It's nothing, right? It's so different. And I mean, it moves quicker, but it's very hard to set a decent stop with that, because it can move with nothing. Like the bids, when I was with these kind of executions that you see here from, well, you can see like it's 12 years ago, really. Wow. It's imagine the bids here and the ask were even bigger, right? There was easily 1,000 or 2,000 on every price then, which is now 35 and 40. It's ridiculous.
ES is the new NQ.
Huh?
The ES is like the NQ.
It is right now. Yeah, exactly. And it's very interesting, and it's very at times very hard to adjust, but yeah, it's like it is what it is, right? The markets are changing. Like you have to change with it, or you're just you're not going to survive. So yeah, but it's very interesting. Like wow. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I see Raj is here, so looks like we might be spinning the wheel of chaos, because you can't even read the names on there anymore. It's a good thing.
Right,
what are we doing for the giveaway today, Raj?
Let's do two $200 credits for the TFT.
Okay, cool. Niels, I'll let you butcher the name of whoever wins, so I don't have to do it.
All right.
Tony Tolonen. Congratulations.
That's doable.
That was an easy one.
Yeah.
Suhan Kim. Congrats. You guys should get an email by the end of the day today.
Very cool. Do we have any more questions while we have both of us here? I'm not seeing any that I missed. Andrew, thank you. Okay, I guess we'll just wrap it up and everybody can get back to looking at charts, because I know everyone's dying to do that.
Always a good idea.
All right, thanks for coming on and showing us everything, and we're excited. Some of those new features sound awesome. I know people love the copy trading, so that'll probably.
Oh yeah. We'll have that ready somewhere next month, I think. So yeah.
Awesome. Okay, if you want to talk to either of us, just hop in the Discord. And hope everyone has a good day. See you, Niels.
Cool.
Bye, everyone.
See you guys. Thanks.